Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have missed you all. I'm going to be using a stone made from the molds from Happy Dotting Company. If you want to make your own stones, visit Happy Dotting Company and use my discount code Rachel's Rocks Canada, all one word, all capital letters, and you will get a discount off anything you purchase over $10. So don't forget, I'm using the medium sized, so not the large one that's number 4, but the medium sized one. I made it and let it dry for a week before I even paint on these babies, okay? Because it'll waste your time to paint on them if they are not dry. So I am starting off with a nice dark cerulean blue, and I'm giving it a nice base coat of that. I'm actually going to do 2 coats of it using a sponge. It's just a big Martha Stewart sponge. She has a couple of different kinds. I'm going to lighten the center a little bit with Peacock Feather, which is also a Martha Stewart paint. She has some really good paints. They're very thick though, so sometimes they're hard for when you're doing dotting and stuff. So sometimes I have to add a little bit of water if I'm going to be dotting with her paints. But she has a very thick consistency, which does give you good coverage, especially if you're using a sponge. So got a couple pieces of fuzz in there that I have to keep scratching off. But yeah, I'm just lightening the center part and keeping the outer area dark blue. Now I've let it dry. As you can see, I also sanded off the center bump because I didn't want it to interfere with the painting. I sometimes forget to do that. If I don't need to use that center bump for like say a mandala, then I want to get rid of it. So I just use like a little pumice stone that came with a nail kit, and I sanded it off. You can use a nail file, just sand off that little bump there so it doesn't interfere with your paintings. But I love that center bump because it does help me know where my center is. It keeps me centered. So I am using gold, Mayan gold. It is from Folkart. It is very expensive, so use whatever gold you can afford. Please do not get this stuff if you cannot afford it. It literally cost me an arm and a leg from Michael's online. Anyway. I just made a circle with a compass. So this is like my border, this gold circle here. It's just going to be a very simple border. We're not going to do any dial work or anything like that. It's just going to be a simple gold border. And we're going to do our artwork inside of that circle. So I just like having a border. I don't know why. I just think it looks good. You can't put a rock in a picture frame, right? So you make a frame on the rock instead. So today I am using from the pink chair. Don't forget about my discount there as well if you want to get anything from nail foils to the transfer glue that I'm using today. I'm using a Christmassy nail foil. You can get these at thepinkchair.ca or just pinkchair.ca. And she has some huge selection of some gorgeous, gorgeous nail foils. And I'm using the Johann's Transfer Gel. Now, this stuff I do cure for about 2 minutes. And you'll know when it's ready. You know, you have to cure it under an LED or UV lamp. You have to cure it or it will not work. This will not work if you do not have the lamp and the transfer gel. So this background thing that I'm doing right now on my rock is optional. You do not have to do it, but this is what I'm going to do. You can just put a glittery background if you want. But I just want to let you know the transfer gel is ready when it looks matte. It's not so shiny anymore. It's ready to go. So I'm just going to stick a bunch on here. It's only going to stick to whatever. Make sure your paint is dry before you do any of this, right? But it's only going to stick to wherever I put that transfer gel. So this stuff is super easy to use. Before it was like a struggle for me, but it was because I wasn't doing it for long enough. But now I'm curing it under my lamp for 2 minutes and it seems to work fantastically. And it looks really great. So I'm just putting it's clear foil with like a holographic design with like little snowflakes and little Christmas trees and some stars and some Santa faces. And this is going to be a Christmas rock. So I'm doing like a holographic Christmas background and we're going to work on top of that because we can now paint on this. Isn't that cool? That's our background. That looks cool. We're done. See you later, guys. No, we're going to do a little bit more. I'm going to use a different kind of Martha Stewart sponge dauber. It's a plastic stick with a sponge on it, a circular sponge. And I'm using white paint, just regular white paint, white matte acrylic paint. And I'm doing my little snowman body. Now this snowman, we're only going to see the upper half of him because it's kind of like we're looking through a window into his world. We're sneaking a picture of him while he's getting tangled in the Christmas lights. Okay. So he's a little embarrassed, but he's still cute, still having a good time, still excited to decorate. Yeah. So you'll see. So I'm going to be using some sugar cube glitter. It's very, very fine glitter. It's white with a little pink crystal-y look to it. It's gorgeous. I've done 2 coats of my white paint first. Let it dry so that you can't see through it. But now I'm sponging on Mod Podge or glue, whatever you want to use. You can use Elmer's glue. You can use Mod Podge. You can use DecoArt clear gloss varnish. That works as well in the little containers that you can have, like little paint container like things. I use that as glue. And I just sponged the outer edge of the snowman because the outer edge is just going to be glittery. You know, I have to have gold and glitter. And now also holographic something because I love it. I love holographic. Anything. Foils, powders, anything. So yeah, he's ready to go. The glitter is dry. I've brushed off the excess glitter. Now we need to create his face. So I'm going to do weird, it's going to look a little bit like a mustache on his forehead. A strange mustache, let's just say. But maybe me telling you that it's a strange mustache, like a separated mustache, maybe that will help you to paint this. I don't know. It looks like it's a separated mustache. Put that mustache together. No, don't, because that's actually his eyes. He's got happy eyes. They're going to be very happy. I'm just kind of making sure they're both approximately the same size, but I'm not really that worried about it. I'm going to use some pumpkin orange and make a cute little carrot nose. And everything else is dry. The foil is dry. You can touch the foil. The glitter is dry. Some of it might float off away. I'm going to brush it over a few times before I seal it, once all the paint is dry, and make sure any extra glitter falls off before I seal it so that it doesn't make a mess of anything. So I'm just using a little dotting tool. You might need to do 2 coats of orange because some orange paints are very transparent. So you might need more than one. And he's smiling. I got the little catch lights in his eyes. And now he's going to have buttons that go down. They're just going to be black buttons, and we will work on those a little bit afterwards once they're dry. Because right now they're just blobs. They're not buttons yet. So he's very happy. Wait though, he doesn't have his arms yet. He's tangled because he has no real hands, does not have opposable thumbs. So he struggles to get his Christmas lights out. And but he's still happy. He's not frustrated. He's happy, but he's just a little nervous that we caught him tangled in his Christmas lights. That's all. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be doing some DecoArt Americana chocolate. Ooh, dark chocolate. He's got dark chocolate stick arms. So he is very lucky. When I paint when I just know that it's chocolate, it looks so yummy, this paint. I love chocolate. Do you guys like chocolate? I love chocolate. I've ordered some chocolate for my kids' stockings, and it might get eaten if I don't go put it out in the garage or something. I can't keep it in here. So he's got one arm down, one arm up. Just be random with your stick arms. You don't have to make them look exactly like mine. I'm going to do a couple of little green leaves off a couple little branches. Nothing fancy. This is going to be an easy one for you guys. And like I said, you don't have to do that foil background. That's just me going overboard, me taking things to a different level every time. You don't have to do that background, but I tried to make this fairly easy for everybody. And it's so cute when it's done. So I really hope you guys like it. So I kind of wanted to give you guys this idea for having a funky background. It just kind of pizzazzes up your artwork a little bit, having a funky background like that. So I'm just doing a couple of leaves. You'll see that. I'm going to gab. I'm going to gab a little bit, give you guys some ideas. Like for Halloween, you could do like a cool holographic Halloween background. There's so many foils to choose from at Halloween, or Thanksgiving or Valentine's, and then do something cool over top of that background. You could come up with so many different ideas, you guys. You could do that background and do a Santa face. I was actually planning on I had started a Santa moon. I was actually inspired by someone on Pinterest. I'm not even sure the name of the person. I'm going to go back and check. But then I started seeing people on Facebook creating these beautiful Santa moons, and I didn't want them to think I was copying them. So I put that on the back burner. If you guys still want a Santa moon, let me know. They're beautiful. I mean, we all have our own different type of artwork, but if you guys are interested, let me know and I will see what I can do. But I'm planning on doing an angel. So like a Christmas angel, not necessarily in Christmas colors or anything, but the next tutorial coming out will be another Christmas one, and we'll see what happens after that. You guys give me some ideas. Send me some ideas in the chat, or not chat. If I was live, we could chat, which I do want to do very, very soon. But I don't want to bore you guys. Like, I don't even know what to what to talk about if I were to go live. But it's something I've wanted to do for so long, and I've been saying I'm going to do it, and I haven't done it, but I vow to you all, I will be doing it very soon. I just have to come up with something creative to do while we're live. But I, of course, will let everybody know and give you guys a heads up way ahead of time. But let me know in the comments some ideas that you have, some things that you want to see in the future. I write all your ideas down and I try and go through them all the time. So if you've seen something that you've requested, great. I have succeeded somewhere. So I am going to just underline. I've done in a dark hunter green. I did it looks like a vine, but it's really like the Christmas light wire, or cord. I don't even know what you guys want to call it, but it's where the lights are going to go. So I used bright green for the leaves. I used hunter green for the vine looking thing. And now I'm just using a dotting tool that's kind of a larger one. And I'm doing Christmas lights. They're just balls. We're just doing it simple. I'm not going to like elongate them or anything and try and make them look like vintage light bulbs. They're just going to be balls. And I'm trying to do like an even amount of blues and reds, and then we're going to do orange, and I'm also going to add purple because that's my favorite color. You might not see purple Christmas lights as often, but mine. Oh, what is that? I have to remove this giant, look, it elongated itself. It wanted to be vintage. It wanted to be. I have to remove all of that and start over. This one is just not like the others. So there, guys, I make mistakes too. There you go. And I fix them. And I get frustrated. It's like, what happened there? Sometimes it's just like a hard chunk of paint that does that. Ugh, sad though. But it was an easy fix. That's what I'm happy about. So I'm just using some saffron yellow, pure pumpkin, apple red, and I believe, let me just check here, it's DecoArt Americana True Blue for the blue ones. Once they're a little more dry, I'm going to add a little light, little catch light in each of them. There's my purple, perfect purple. I will list all the paint colors in the description. I also will be listing my melted snowman tutorial in the description. That's my older tutorial. Very, very cute melted snowman idea. So keep that in mind if you are bored and you want to do another snowman after this one. Check the description. Also, don't forget to use my discount code at the pink chair. Rachel Micheal, all one word. And you can get discounts at the pink chair for your nail supplies, your glitters, your foils, your transfer gels, all of that stuff. You can get a discount for using my name. And also the Happy Dotting Company on Etsy. Use my discount code Rachel's Rocks Canada, all one word, to get a discount there to get molds so that you can make your own perfect little snowman stones just like this. It's so fun, especially during the winter. I'm not going for my long car trip and all day venture to get rocks. So I love the molds at Happy Dotting Company. Oh my goodness, they have been a lifesaver. Thank you so much, Angela at Happy Dotting Company. I think there's some new really cool stuff coming, by the way, from Happy Dotting Company. Just a heads up. I'm going to put a little bit of hologram 2796 on my little green leaves. I only did 3 little green leaves. I did put a little light in each ball of color. Here's my hologram 2796. So yeah, I'm just going to make the leaves glitter a little bit so that they're not mistaken for balls that are oddly shaped. They look like little glittery leaves. So what do you think, guys? What do you think of this? I am, of course, going to show it to you resined, but what do you guys think? Isn't he cute? He's happy. He's tangled. He doesn't mind. He's just a little embarrassed that we saw him while he was tangled. That's all. He's trying to play it cool. So peekaboo, peekaboo. Drum roll, guys. He has been resined. He has had his resin bath. He is so sparkly. Look at how sparkly he is. It's really hard for anyone to see just how gorgeous this is on video. I cannot capture it with my little cell phone video camera here. I really hope you guys loved him and you had fun. And I gave you some ideas. You don't have to do a snowman. Do a nice Christmas tree with a fancy background and just get creative. Do some presents. Do a bell with some holly and have a fancy Christmassy background like that. It's so great, you guys. Don't forget to use my discount codes. Don't forget how much I love you. Look at how cute he is. He loves you too. I hope this was awesome. I'm glad to be back with you again today, and stay tuned for more. Stay tuned, and always check the description below this video. Check, there is so much stuff in there for you. How to make my fine lining brush, how to resin your stones, where I get all my stuff, what colors of paint I've used, where you can get discounts for stuff that I use. Just don't forget about all that. And if you struggle to find the description, please comment below and I will do everything I can, or someone else will, because I love you all and you guys are amazing. Someone else will let you know as well how to find the description. Stay tuned, guys, and keep painting. Bye.